Let's talk about that dreaded moment at the airport, one that every frequent flyer secretly fears and even first-time travelers hope to avoid. You're waiting at your gate, maybe scrolling through your phone or sipping a coffee, when suddenly you hear that announcement. We're looking for volunteers to take a later flight. Your heart sinks a little, doesn't it? Your bags are packed, your itinerary is set, and you're already picturing yourself at your destination. Maybe it's a long-awaited vacation, a family reunion, or an important work trip. But now, out of nowhere, your plans are at risk of unraveling. That sinking feeling? It's absolutely real. It can ruin a trip before it even begins. Imagine missing a wedding you've been looking forward to for months, a crucial business meeting that could change your career, or even just the first precious hours of your holiday. Nobody wants to be the person left behind, watching the clock tick while everyone else boards. The stress, the uncertainty, and the disappointment can be overwhelming. And you're definitely not alone. Every year, thousands of travelers find themselves in this exact situation, caught up in the chaos of overbooked flights and last-minute changes. It's more than just a minor inconvenience. It can feel like a full-blown travel nightmare, especially when you have somewhere important to be. But here's the good news. You don't have to just cross your fingers and hope for the best. There are real, practical steps you can take to avoid getting bumped. Today, we're going to break down exactly why bumping happens, what your rights are as a passenger, and most importantly, how you can make sure it doesn't happen to you. I've gathered some simple, effective tips that will help you keep your seat, protect your travel plans, and maintain your sanity, even during the busiest travel seasons. Think of this as your ultimate guide to stress-free flying, no matter where you're headed or how often you travel. So grab your coffee, settle in, and get comfortable. We're about to turn you into a savvy, confident traveler who knows exactly how to handle and avoid that awful bumped feeling. By the end of this video, you'll be a pro at sidestepping the dreaded bump and making sure your journey starts off right. Let's get started. Why do airlines bump passengers? It's mostly about overbooking. Airlines sell more tickets than seats, betting some people won't show up. It's a business move to keep flights full and profits high. There are two types of bumping: voluntary and involuntary. Voluntary bumping is when the airline asks for volunteers and offers compensation. Vouchers, meals, maybe a hotel. If you're flexible, it can be a good deal. Involuntary bumping is when not enough people volunteer and the airline picks who stays behind. It's frustrating, especially when you've planned everything. Sometimes, bumping happens for other reasons, like a smaller plane or weight restrictions. But knowing why it happens is the first step to avoiding it. Ready for the strategies to keep your seat? Let's go! Your defense against bumping starts when you book your flight. Choose less popular times: early mornings, late nights, or midweek flights. These flights are less likely to be overbooked. Book directly with the airline for better support if issues arise. Always select your seat when booking. Don't leave it to chance. Avoid basic economy fares. They're often the first to be bumped. Use the airline's app for updates and easy check-in. These small steps stack the odds in your favor. Be strategic, not just spontaneous when booking. The right choices now can save you stress later. Remember, flexibility and preparation are your best friends. Let's move on to what to do on travel day. Stay sharp. You've booked smart. Now it's time to secure your seat on travel day. This is where your preparation pays off, and a few simple steps can make all the difference between a smooth journey and a stressful scramble. Let's make sure you're set up for success from the moment you leave home. Check in online as soon as it opens, usually 24 hours before departure. This not only saves you time at the airport, but also gives you a better chance at choosing your preferred seat and avoiding last-minute hassles. Early check-in often means higher priority if the flight is overbooked. Airlines tend to favor passengers who check in early, so don't wait until the last minute. Secure your spot as soon as you can. Arrive at the airport early. Don't risk being flagged as a no-show. Giving yourself extra time helps you handle unexpected delays, like traffic or long lines, without the stress of missing your flight. Give yourself plenty of time for security and bag drop. Lines can be unpredictable, and having a buffer means you won't be rushed or anxious if things move slowly. Get to your gate well before boarding starts. This is your chance to double-check your boarding group, gate number, and any last-minute updates from the airline. Airlines have strict cutoff times. Miss it, and your seat could go to someone else. Even if you've checked in, being late to the gate can mean losing your spot, especially on busy flights. Don't wander off, be present and ready. Listen for announcements and keep an eye on the screens for any changes to your flight or gate. Relax at the gate, not running through the terminal. Use this time to recharge, grab a snack, or catch up on messages, knowing you're exactly where you need to be. These habits show the airline you're serious about flying. Staff notice passengers who are prepared and present, which can sometimes work in your favor if there are any last-minute changes or upgrades. Stay alert, stay early, and keep your spot. Being proactive and attentive is the best way to ensure a smooth boarding experience and a stress-free start to your trip. Next, let's talk about loyalty programs. Ready for VIP treatment? Stick around to learn how you can unlock exclusive perks and make every journey even better. Want a secret weapon when you travel? Here's a tip that frequent flyers swear by. Join airline loyalty programs. It's one of the simplest ways to protect yourself from travel headaches, and it can make a huge difference when flights are overbooked or things go wrong. Signing up is free, and even if you only fly occasionally, having basic status can be the difference between keeping your seat or being left behind. Airlines often look at loyalty status first when deciding who gets bumped. The more you fly, the higher your status climbs. Think silver, gold, platinum, or even diamond. Each level comes with more perks and better protection. Airlines rarely bump their loyal customers. They want to keep their best flyers happy, so your status can act as a shield when flights are full. Don't forget, airline-branded credit cards can boost your status too. These cards often come with perks like priority boarding, free checked bags, and sometimes even lounge access, making your journey smoother from start to finish. Priority boarding means you get on the plane early, so you're less likely to lose your seat or overhead bin space. It's a small perk that can make a big difference, especially during busy travel times. Even if you only fly a few times a year, it pays to pick one airline and stick with it. Consistency helps you build status faster, and you'll get recognized as a loyal customer. Always enter your loyalty number every time you book a flight. It's a simple step, but it ensures you get credit for every trip and move up the ranks. Remember, any status is better than none. Even the most basic level can give you an edge when flights are oversold. Having status signals to the airline that you're a valued customer, and they'll often go the extra mile to help you out. When seats are scarce and stress is high, loyalty really pays off. You'll be more likely to keep your seat and get better treatment. But what if you do get bumped? Don't worry, next, we'll cover exactly what to do and how to know your rights as a passenger. If you're bumped, know your rights. Especially in the US, involuntary bumping means you're entitled to compensation, unless the airline gets you to your destination within an hour of your original arrival. For longer delays, you could get up to 200% or even 400% of your one-way fare, depending on the delay length, sometimes over $1,500. The airline must also rebook you at no extra cost. If you're stuck overnight, ask for hotel, meal, and transport vouchers. Always ask what the airline will provide. For voluntary bumping, compensation is negotiable. Get the best deal you can. Don't just accept the first offer. Stay calm, be informed, and advocate for yourself. Let's wrap up with a few final tips. Last tips for staying unbumpable. Always be polite and calm with gate agents. They're more likely to help you. Sign up for travel alerts from your airline for real-time updates. Know your alternative flight options before you get to the airport. Being prepared helps you negotiate quickly if things go wrong. No one can guarantee you'll never get bumped, but you can dramatically lower the odds. Book wisely, check in early, know your rights, and use loyalty perks. Travel should be fun, not stressful. Use these tips and fly with confidence. You've got this! Happy travels, everyone! Share your own stories and tips in the comments. See you in the skies!